fishing has come a long way in the last, I would say, 10 years since I really started fishing a lot of like new reels, baits, and stuff like that. But one person comes to mind when I start thinking about changes in fishing, and it's Gary Armota, and I'm gonna talk about how he changed fishing and the one bait that made him the businessman he is today, and really took his company he created himself to probably to one of the best bait companies there is today. He redefined the stick bait. It's like a worm. It's a worm without a tail. It's like a little floating 5-inch, between 5 and 7-inch bait, and that is the bait. He named it the Senko, and that bait just took off, and it's now his #1 seller and stuff like that. So I'm not a pro fisherman by any means or anything like that, but I love to fish, and that is one of my go-to baits when you can't catch anything, because for some reason it just catches fish like crazy. So today we're going to talk about a little bit of information on Gary, and then we're going to talk about how he just refaced the fishing industry. Gary Armota was a professional fisherman for a while. He was pretty successful. He won, I think he had about 5 top 5 finishes and stuff like that. He almost made about 750,000 career winnings. He didn't fish that long, but he did fish for a while. But now he's a better businessman in my mind than anything else. He is the founder of Gary Armota Custom Baits. It ranges from hard baits like crankbaits, topwaters, to plastic baits like the Senko, grubs, frogs, and stuff like that. But the one bait in my mind that really took his career off and made him, he invented it and made him the businessman he is and really grew his company, was the Senko. The Senko is hands down the most important bait in the fishing world right now. If you ask any pro angler, they say, what's your go-to bait when fishing stuff? They will say the Senko, just because of the action it does and just how all around good bait that catches fish for them. Like I was saying, all the pros say they would use it. A lot of pros use it. He has a lot of sponsors in Japan, the United States, and then just stuff like that. Just really help stretch his business out, let people know what kind of bait, showed him the bait, and that's how he like flourished. So this is just the bait I was talking about that really took off for him. It's just a little Senko. It's a little worm. Comes in 81 different colors, between 5 and 7 inches long, and it's just everybody's go-to bait. It's my favorite bait also. I love using that bait. So today I discussed a little bit about Gary, how he was a pro angler, and then how he's a better businessman now, and what bait really took off for him. So if you don't fish now and you like to get into it, that my opinion would be to buy that bait and use it, because it'll catch you fish.